Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Skill Lab Tutorials, one lesson at a time. In today's video I am going to start new series, that is LeetCode series. Every week you will get a solution for LeetCode problem. So let's go to these problems and let's quickly start. Okay, now let me take the seventh number, that is reverse integer. This is medium level, so I am taking this. And if you want me to do give solution for any of the problem, please mention the question number in the comment section. I will do definitely. And if we are solving any problem, you need to follow some steps. So what is the first step is, first you need to understand the question, read the question carefully. Everything will be there in the question only, and after reading the question you need to see the input and output type and what they are giving and what they are expecting. And after that, the most important thing is constraints. Constraints plays a major role in any problem. Okay, now let's start this quickly. So firstly let's read the question. Given and signed 32-bit integer, that is x, we should take it as x, and we should return the x value with its digits reversed. If reversing x causes the value to go outside the signed 32-bit integer, then we should return 0. That means we should take the integer data type, and integer data types have some constraints. As you can see here, the constraint is this. Here also they mentioned the constraint. The constraint says that the x value should be in this range only, and the test case based on this constraint will be there. So you need to follow this constraint. If you don't follow, some test cases will be failed. So to avoid that, we need to follow this. Before going to write the code, first I will explain the concept so that you will understand it more. And now let's take an example to understand it more. Let's take 123 and I want to reverse it as 321. As you can see here, if we want to reverse any number, first we need to take the last digit and then the last before digit and then the before digit. Like this we need to reverse this. And to reverse like this, first what we need is, we need the last digit. How to get last digit is, like let's take x, because they are saying x equal x mod 10 and x by 10. Okay, here you need to understand these two terms. These two terms looks like same, but there is a lot of difference. This will give quotient value and this will give remainder value, and this is the main difference between them. For example, let's take 123. What it gives? 3 it will give, because 123 by 10 quotient is 12.3 and remainder is 3. That means quotient is 12. 12.3 means quotient is 12 and remainder is 3. So if we take it here 12, because we are taking integers, so we don't get 12.3. We are considering only the quotient, so you will get 12. Okay, I guess you got the difference. Now let's see. Okay, now let's take first reverse is equal to 0, because now we are starting the process, and initially we need to take it as 0. If you don't take it as 0, default values will be taken and you don't get the correct output. And now reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus x mod 10. I will explain this. As I said before, we want the last digit. To get the last digit, what we need to do? X mod 10 we need to do. So as you can see here, 3 value will come, and reverse into 10 means 0 into 10 is 0. Here we are taking the units place value. So here you need to get only units place, you don't need to get other than that. So we made this. Here you will get it out why reverse into 10 is required, because for example let's take the next number, and to take the next number 123 is there and x mod 10 gives 3, but the x value will not change. Here only the process was going. So but the actual x value is 123. We taken 3 value, but now we want second value, that is 2. We need to reverse now. To reverse to, how can we do that is x mod 10. If we do x mod 10, what happens? 12 will come. Then after this you can x mod 10, you can apply this x mod 10. So you will get 2 here. And what about this? Before the reverse value is 3. 3 into 10 is 30. 30 plus 2. What happens? 30 plus 2 is 32. Now as you can see here, 3 2 came, and now we need this one. What we need to do? We need to apply one more time this, like 12 by 10. That is 1. Here most of the people will get a doubt. If you want to take the first value, you can do this x by 10 and you will get the this one. And if you want this value, then you can do x by 100. Okay, what happens if we do x by 100? You will get only one value, you don't get 12, because this is a quotient value. Or else some people may ask, x mod 100 means 12, 23 will comes. Okay, this is not the correct process to do, and like if you do like this is very simple and optimal approach. You can do it anyway and you can explain this easily. Okay, now let's get into the code. And okay, here I am explaining in Java, so I will go for Java, and let me improve this size so that you will understand more. Yes, as you can see here, they already given the method where we want to write the actual code, and you need to include the main method here, public static void main and string args. The actual execution will be started from here, so we no need to bother anything. And first we need to create the object for this class. Here you will get a doubt, like we are in the same class, then why need to create the object? This is the static method, so we are calling from here, so we need to definitely we need to call this. Okay, solution. Please remember one thing, if you are doing this code in any LeetCode or any interviews or any exams, coding exams, please don't change the names which they given, because the compiler will be designed like that. And solutions s equal to new solution. Yeah, that's it, I created, and I want to call this. So before this, you need to take a number from the user. So for that, import java.util.star. This is the package which we are including, because if you want to take a value from the user, you need to include scanner class. To include scanner class, we need this java.util.star. Star means all packages under the util will comes, but we don't need all those things, so just you can write scanner. Scanner sum s equal to new scanner of system.in. And now let's take the value, and int x equal to, here you can take x or any other variable also. X equal to sc dot next int, because we are taking the integer value, and I need to send this. And this, as you can see here, this is returning a value, so I am directly printing it here. Out dot. You can start the coding from here, or else after writing the actual code also you can write the main method. Yes dot reverse of x. Okay, this is how we can call, this is the method we are calling, and this is the object for this class. And now let's quickly start the execution part. First, as I said before, int reverse equal to 0, and then here you need to do one more thing. Some they specify and some they don't specify, like you may get a positive number or a negative number. So I am writing the code like, if they give a positive number or a negative number, I will write the same code. That means if they give the negative number, first I will change it as positive number and I will apply the reverse process, and after that if it is a negative number, then I will display the reverse number as negative number. So to do that, first let's take int sign equal to 1. Sign equal to 1 means initially let's think this is a positive number, and firstly let's check that. If x is less than 0, what we need to do? Sign equal to -1, and we need to change this negative number as positive number. I will explain this. Math.abs. This math.abs will convert the negative number into the positive number. First, what we are checking, if it is the negative number. Here we specified that this is a negative number, and if it is a negative number, to perform the reverse operation, I am changing it into the positive number, and I am making this sign as -1, because I will explain this. We are changing it as positive number. Negative number is changed to positive number, but when we are displaying the result, it should be negative number only, because they have given negative number. So after, at last, I will multiply the reverse number into this sign. So this -1 into reverse equal to, the number will be changed into negative, or else if it is not the negative number means it will be multiplied with this one and nothing will happen. This is why I written like this. And now let's start the actual thing. While I am writing this, while up to the x value becomes 0, that is 0 or less than 0. So if it is greater than 0, this loop will continues. And now let's take, I am taking this digit equal to x mod 10 for understanding purpose. And now let's say reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus digit. X mod 10 we are not writing, because instead of that we are writing digit. And x equal to x by 10. As I said before, after let me show you. After doing this, 3 will be there, and 123 should be divided by 10, then we will get 12, and after getting 12 we will do mod 12 mod 10, then only you will get the 2 value. So this is a long term process. If you don't keep this x equal to x by 10, always 123 will be there in the x value, and digit value always will be 3 only. So this is why I am writing here. And return reverse into sign. Yeah, that's it. And this is all the code we have written. And here you need to write one more thing, that is, as they said here, if it is exceeds the limit or overflows, then we should return this value as 0. So for that I need to write the code. So before reversing the number only, I will check. I will explain this after writing and executing the code, so you will understand. If reverse is greater than integer value, integer is a class, and max value is a member and divided by 10. And next let's take reverse equal to integer dot max value by 10, and wait, let me write it fully, and digit is greater than 7. Okay, I will explain this, don't worry. And if it is exceeds or overflows, it will return 0. So this is how we written the code, and after running and executing everything successfully, I will explain why I written this with an example. Okay, let's run this. Something happened, written spelling is wrong, so let me correct it. Okay, let's run it. As we all know that some test cases will be visible and some test cases will not be visible, so you need to take care about all those things also. And let me run this once again. Math H is missing. Let's take H. Yes, as you can see here, all these three test cases are passed. First test case is 123 is given, 321 is there, and expected is also 321, and actual output is 321. Let's see the second. This is minus 123 is given. Let me show you. This is the minus 123 is the number. Here we changed this sign into minus 1 and the number becomes 123, and it is reversed and 321 came, and after at last I am multiplying this with minus 1. So I think you got it. And the third test case is 120. As you can see here, 120 is there. If we reverse, 0 to 1 will come, and 0 should not be leading, so 21 should come. And if you see this explanation, and they given as 0, and 0 into 0 is 0, and 120 mod 10 is also 0. The reverse value will be 0 only, and in the next iteration 12 will be there, and for 12 we take reverse is 0 into 10 is 0, and this is 2, it becomes 2, and after that 1 comes. 2 into 10 20, 20 plus 1 21, like this. If you can observe here, these three cases are different, so like this they will design the test cases, and these three only visible. If you submit it, it will show so many. Let's see. Yes, this is accepted, and as you can see here, 1045 test cases are there, and all those things are passed. Now let me explain the line which I have written in the code. Okay, this is the line which I have written. Let me copy this, and so that I can explain this here. Okay, here I am writing only max value, and min value also will be there. Why we are not writing min value is because we are converting the positive number, or let's say negative number, to positive number only. So here we are not taking the negative number at all into the main execution part. So here I am taking only max value. That is the reason. And first let's say what is the max value in Java. That is 214748364. This is the max value for Java, and integer dot max value means we will get this number. So So initially let's take an example to understand 15342 36469. Let's take this value. This is not exceeded by this value, so this is under the int constraint only. If we reverse this value, it will exceed, that means it will overflow, so we should return the value 0. How the compiler knows when we are reversing this value is exceeded or overflowed is I will explain here. Now let's take, first the reverse value will be 0 always, and then after that it becomes, let me write here, so it becomes 9, as we all know that, and after that it becomes 96, next 964 and 9646, and then 96463, and so on. Like this it will be there, and at last if we see the last two steps, let me write so that you will understand it more. 63243 this is the last before step, and this is fine. Here you don't get any overflow, and in the next step you will get overflow. And what happens, let's copy this so it will be easy. As you can see here, this value will be overflowed, and then after overflowing we cannot do, like we can tell the user like this is overflowed, but in the compiler you don't get the correct one. So before getting overflowed only we will say that this is overflowed, so we cannot reverse it, and I will return the 0 value. Now you understand this, why this is overflowed, and why how this line is included to this, I mean interconnected to this. Let's see. As you can see here, this is the value to be compared, and all values will be compared, but we are in the last step now. So if we compare this value with this value, and if it is greater than, and we will do this by 10, that means these values will come, and if it is greater than it, we will say like we can return the 0 value, or else let's take this. In some cases this number may matches, the user may give the same number, then what happens, at last we will get this number, and what we are checking is this is same, and if it is same then we should not increase this value. You can keep 7 also, that is fine, but greater than 7 you should not keep, like 8 or 9. If you keep 8 or 9, this will be overflowed of int. So this is how I am writing the code, and now let me show. As you can see here, before applying the reverse operation only, I am checking this condition. If it is applies, then we will return directly 0. If it does not applies, we will come out of this loop and we will return this value. I hope you understand about this reversing a number in LeetCode, and if you have any queries, please comment below. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.